Let's talk about the big match about to come, Spence and Porter.
Oh, yeah.
The big one. What do you think about this one?
Well, I think this is the fight here that's going to probably be the toughest for Errol. Because even though Errol, this style fits his style, this is a guy who got some size to him. And Sean, he fights like it's 3rd and 1, so.
Hut, hut.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, let's go. Hut, 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 hut. He hits you with the head and the shoulder, then the punch comes third. So that's his style. So that's the way he likes to get down. So I understand that's Sean's style, but I see Errol after the 3rd or 4th round. I think he'll get control of the fight. I see him getting control of the fight around the 3rd or 4th round. I see, because it takes Errol a little bit of time to really get going. So if Sean want to get him, he's going to have to get him in the first 3 rounds. Because once after the 3rd round, that engine gets going for Errol, and Errol's like knows you pretty much and know what you're going to do for the duration of the fight. And Sean has no plan B. It's all plan A. And if he tries to fight, like box, like he did with Ugas, he will be in trouble because he lost the fight with Ugas. That was clearly a robbery. But I know why they did it. They wanted to make the money fight right now. So they go ahead and put them 2 in there together, and you're going to see it's going to be a showcase fight for Errol, but it's the toughest fight for him because it's going to be rugged. And the last time he was in a rugged fight, he got buzzed in like the 2nd, 3rd round, so yeah, Errol got his bell rung in there fighting on a rugged guy. So Sean will have his opportunities if he makes it ugly, but he needs to do that. That's his style. He did for this fight. He can't try to box Errol. That's not going to help him. You need to make it rugged. You need to smother Errol. Keep your head down, shoulder in his chest, pin him down, but do it smart. Don't do it where you fouling and headbutting, and next thing you know, it's cuts everywhere. He cut himself up. I mean, the fight with Berto, he was cut up just from headbutts. I'm like, dude, you cutting yourself. Move your doggone head. I don't even think he knocked Berto out. He knocked Berto down with illegal headbutts, like about 3 of them. And they called knockdown. They just stopped the fight. Like, it stopped. They were like, man, he headbutted me. What are you stopping the fight?
You think this one goes the distance?
Yeah, I think it goes the distance.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
I think Errol wins by, I'll say, majority decision. It'll really be unanimous, but it's what they're going to do.
You think Crawford gives Errol some go?
Crawford beats Errol easy.
Easy?
Easy.
Why?
Boxing IQ. Confidence in the ring. Terrence can do A, B, C, and D. Errol could do A, B. That's the difference. He's an X factor. And Terrence hits a lot harder than a lot of people give him credit for. They don't believe it. And he's a much better body puncher than Errol Spence. And Errol, they both switch. But Errol switches out of just being off balance. When Terrence switch, it's smarter. He switched to get a leverage on a certain shot. Errol's switch because he's out of position, which leaves him open for a counter shot all the time. And I'm like, oh gosh, he's making a big mistake with his feet. Terrence got quicker feet than Errol. Errol's more flat-footed, more stationary. Terrence can get on the ball of his toes and box by moving backwards. He's a better boxer than Errol. I think Errol's good at anticipation. Like, he's good at figuring out a fighter's style. But he's only been fed a certain type of fighters who don't have different variations in their game. So it's easy once you figured out what he's going to do, and it only takes him 3 rounds to do that. In the fight with Mikey Garcia, he really struggled in the first 3 rounds. He struggled, and he shouldn't have. And I was confused. It took him 3 rounds really to get himself asserted into the fight. And I was wondering, I'm like, why is he fighting like this? I'm like, he's making the fight harder than what he needs to make it. This fight is exactly what it is. Mikey's not going to do anything different. This is what he's going to do for the fight. Like, what are you doing? Like, you made that fight ridiculous for the first 3 rounds. He should have got Mikey out of there. And he would have. Mikey would have given it up had he figured out early, this is what Mikey's going to do for the game. This is their game plan. They have no plan B. Mikey will give it up if I keep pushing the pressure on him. Mikey just want to make it to the cards. and show like, hey, he was okay with losing. Like, Mikey was like, look, I'm getting a check. If I lose, hey, I was in there with a bigger guy. I went for it. He had that mentality. He didn't have the let's go. I can get this. And he was like, look, I can get to the bell.
I finished.
Yep.